preparedness. What a beautiful group of people. Good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing this morning? Thank you. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Jose Dominguez. I'm the proud CEO of the American Red Cross here on Long Island, and have the privilege of being part of the Red Cross for the past 20 years, working very closely with these cats behind me, our wonderful workforce. And I'm just really excited to be here yet again to kick off the hurricane season 2025. We'll take a quick pause as the plane flies over. There we go, or helicopter, excuse me. As I said, we're here to kick off hurricane season 2025. I think we're going into our fiscal year of 2026, so we always call it the following year. But it is reported that there's, starting on June 1st until November 30th is our hurricane season, and experts are predicting 13 to 19 named storms, with 6 to 10 of these that could potentially develop into hurricanes. History has shown that hurricanes can be extremely catastrophic. As we all know, we all are familiar with Katrina, Sandy, Superstorm Sandy, Harvey, Ian, Helene, Milton, and and all of these have left lasting impacts. Some of them are still in recovery. I can tell you, I've been deployed for over 70 of these sad disasters across the country, and I've seen firsthand, along with a lot of our volunteers behind me and staff, that have seen the impacts that hurricanes have caused and the devastation. So I'm really, really excited to be here with our wonderful partners, our wonderful team, just to be sure that we all have the message and we can relay the message to our community members here on Long Island and across New York. We have some very special guests. Thank you to the Suffolk County Executive Office for being here. Thank you to our Suffolk County Fire and Emergency Rescue Team, our elected officials, and our partners from PSEG, National Grid, and Hoagland Group. And a lot of these members, some of our members are board members that come from some of these corporations, and we're very privileged to have them on our board as well. The Red Cross is currently preparing for these potential storms and working with our government officials and partners to ensure that we have safe shelter locations, food and relief supplies, and trained disaster volunteers. Disasters can happen anytime, anywhere, and the Red Cross is committed to ensuring communities are ready. Public preparedness is critical, as we all know. Evacuation planning, know where to go, how to get there, and where to stay. Stay-at-home preparedness, have enough supplies to last if power, water, gas, your phone, or internet are disrupted. Families should create a communication plan to stay connected in case of separation, and sign up for local emergency alerts. The Red Cross has several emergency apps that are free on the App Store, and they will let you know if we stand up shelters across the Long Island community. Please take special consideration for vulnerable populations such as older adults, those with mobility challenges, hearing, learning, or vision disabilities, and don't forget your pets. I can tell you my dog has a better emergency kit than my family does, and it's because he means the world to me, so don't forget your pets. Visit redcross.org for more preparedness tips and get the free emergency app for weather alerts and shelter information. Together we can work to ensure Long Islanders and all New Yorkers are ready for this storm season. I'm thrilled to introduce our Suffolk County Commissioner of Fire Rescue and Emergency Services, Rudy Sunderman.
Thank you, and good morning. Before we start, Commissioner Bill Biondi. Bill, you want to stand up here with us? You're the local commissioner from the fire district. Bill, come on up. Thank you for being here, Bill. You can't get away too easy, Bill. So good morning, and thank you to everyone for being here today for such an important topic, hurricane preparedness. Over the past several years, the Suffolk County Department and Fire Rescue and Emergency Service has remained committed to informing residents about severe weather risks and emphasizing the importance of being prepared long before a storm makes landfall. When we communicate clearly and consistently, our residents take notice, and that awareness helps save lives. Today's kickoff, critically, opportunity to remind everyone that hurricane preparedness comes down to 3 essential steps. Be prepared, be informed, know your zone. First, be prepared. Preparedness starts at home, with your family and your pets. Now is the time to build or restock your to-go kits. Make sure you have enough supplies to last several days. Food, water, medication, flashlights, batteries, pet food, and other personal needs. Review your evacuation routes. Know how to safely exit not only your home, but also your neighborhood, in case you're asked to leave quickly. Second, be informed. Staying informed during an emergency is vital. We encourage all residents to create a Smart 911 profile. Smart 911 gives our first responders critical details about you and your family while also allowing you to receive critical information. To receive real-time alerts directly from Suffolk County Fire Rescue and Emergency Services, you can also text Suffolk Alerts to 67283. That's text Suffolk Alerts to 67283. And lastly, know your zone. Suffolk County has 4 hurricane evacuation zones, A, B, C, and D. It's essential that all residents know their zones. You can visit the Suffolk County website to find out what zone you live in. Our coastal location means we are always at risk for tropical systems, and early planning is the best protection. Don't wait for a storm to be named. Take the time to be prepared now. We thank the National Weather Service, New York State, Nassau County, and American Red Cross, and all the agencies and organizations for their partnership. We will continue to work together to keep the 1.5 million residents of Suffolk County prepared and safe. Thank you.
Next is Senator Dean Murray.
Thank you very much. Thank you all for being here and welcome to the 3rd Senate District. First, I'd like to say this. In your time of need, in an emergency, there's nothing more relieving to bring you some relief than seeing the red shirts, the red vests of the American Red Cross, and also our first responders here in Suffolk County. There are no better. This is about preparedness. But there are also programs and steps you can take. New York State has some resiliency programs in place right now. As the message is being sent today of don't wait, look into this. You can go to the website of Housing and Community Renewal and look up some of the programs they have. Right now, the Army Corps of Engineers has a pilot program for raising your homes to prepare for the incoming tide. It was mentioned right before the press conference. I was having a conversation with actually one of your staff and said, boy, the last time we were here, there seemed to be a lot more beach. It's true. It's true. The water is coming. You must be prepared. And that's why this is so important. As Rudy said, don't wait for a storm to be named. In January, we had 3 storms that had no names, but we had a lot of problems because those storms hit within 10 days of each other. And the result was a lot of damage and a lot of problems. So again, the key message here today is be prepared. I thank the American Red Cross. I thank Suffolk County for helping to spread that message. Thank you.
Assemblymember Jody Giglio?
Not sure.
I don't think. Okay. Legislator Dominic Thorne, or his Chief of Staff? Marie? Nope. Wonderful. Councilwoman Karen Kesnig, 6th Council District.
I'm here today on behalf of the town of Brookhaven, and I represent the 6th Council District, which includes Smiths Point. And I particularly want to thank Commissioner Sunderman for doing an incredible job. He's a Brookhaven resident, and we're very proud that he's in charge of this because we couldn't be in better hands. I want to thank the Red Cross, and on behalf of the town, we want to keep our people, our constituents informed. And there's no better way than for people like this to have a press conference so that we can all work together, so we can all be prepared moving forward. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Pat Beckley, Director of Emergency Management for MTA and Long Island Railroad.
Good morning. On behalf of President Robert Free, I would like to thank Jose Dominguez and the American Red Cross for the invitation here today. I'm with the Emergency Management Office for Long Island Railroad. We're a new office, and this is the first time, I believe, that we've ever been at one of these preparedness events. And it's important because you heard Jose talk about water, You heard Commissioner Sunderman talk about that. And the fact is that 50% of deaths that occur from hurricanes are due to water. People think that they're going to stay in place and ride it out. They should remember they should run from water, hide from wind. And that's where the Long Island Railroad comes into place. We are part of the locals' evacuation plans. So when they give the order to evacuate or voluntarily evacuate, we work in conjunction with them to make sure that we have trains in place to get the people off the barrier islands, such as Fire Island, Long Beach, and the Far Rockaways. And so, I urge people to get our app. It's a train time app. You can buy tickets through that app. We'll also push out certain information about service through that app. And again, I echo what my counterpart said. Sign up for Suffolk Alerts. Sign up through Nassau County OEM's webpage. And again, I want to thank Jose and the American Red Cross and the great job they do every year of bringing all of us together. You can see we have a multitude of people here that you wouldn't normally expect. And behind the scenes, we're working all the time together at various meetings. So thank you for the opportunity to be here.
Lou DeBrino, fellow board member for the Red Cross, but also PSEG Long Island's Vice President of Customer Operations.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Just pleased to be here this morning with Jose, the Red Cross, our elected officials, and many other emergency response partners. My message this morning really is just simple. We at PSEG Long Island, we are ready for hurricane season. While today, or yesterday, I guess, marks the official start of hurricane season, it's really something that we take seriously and we prepare for throughout the year. We don't wait for June 1 to say, all right, we got to get ready. So a lot of work is spent from training and drills with our employees, with our partners, and really just reinforcing the electric system to make sure it is hardened and will react as best it can when these storms do occur. Since 2014, I believe we have hardened over 1,400 miles of our distribution system. We've trimmed more than 29,000 miles of the trees on our system as well. And it's really just a reflection of what we do day in and day out to make our system as reliable as can be. And we have become the most reliable overhead electric system in New York State. So as the others say, just encourage everybody to be prepared to take time now. If you're going, we will have storms. As I said, it's not a question of if, but when, and with storms come outages. So please download our app. The many ways to keep in contact with us when we have storms. Make sure your contact information is up to date, and really just take time to prepare now. So thank you.
And Rosalie Drago, Vice President of External Affairs and Strategic Partnerships for Haugland Group.
Good morning. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you to the Red Cross for the opportunity. And it's really meaningful to be here with this critical group of government, community organizations, business, and labor to help recover the damage and impacts of storm events. As a company that responds to over 100 weather events a year here and in other states, we know how effective emergency response can be, and our team is in place to assist and enable rapid response. While we have a fleet of equipment that's fueled and tooled up and ready to go, our greatest asset, all of ours really, are the people. And the blended expertise of our time-tested leadership and local IBEW, our partners, and our work with PSE&G. And so we are dedicated with this emergency response team. And none of this happens by mistake. It's important also to recognize that all the people that respond to these storms, they leave their families at home while they're dealing with storms to come out and assist you and the rest of our communities in being dedicated and helping support and serve the border community. Thank you for being here today, and thank you for highlighting this Herculean effort.
Thank you, Rosalie. Fun fact, when I was deployed to the Virgin Islands after Irma and Maria, I ran into a wonderful group of Haugland Group employees, and it was really great to see such a partnership form. I'd like to recognize Jeanette Torres, Assistant Commissioner of New York State Department of Homeland Security and Emergency Services, Jason Smagan, Chief Deputy Commissioner of Suffolk County Parks, and John Janot, Commissioner of Suffolk County Parks as well. Thank you both. Thank you all for being here. And I would be remiss if I didn't recognize our wonderful volunteers thank you all for everything you do, the dedication that goes into just being prepared and keeping our community safe and sound, and our team of disaster services members that are all back there with their wonderful sunglasses looking very important. This is a crew that really are the ones that are the heart of our organization, and we could not do it without our volunteer workforce, so thank you. Thank you all for being here. Really appreciate it. Thank you all for being here as well, and for taking the time out of your busy schedule. Pending questions, we are finished, but are there any questions? We're going to do a group shot, so don't disappear yet. Come closer then.